Hello dear students, very good morning. Welcome back to e-learning program initiated by Vidyatish Vidya Sankul under the guidance of Dr. G.M. Sutayasan. This is our 23rd lecture and in this we are going to discuss the sums related to share capital, right? So in previous lecture we have done one sum related to call-in arrears. Today we'll do another sum of call-in arrears. Even I have given you one sum in your homework, right? Hope all of you have completed that. So let's discuss the next sum, page 58, question 7. Page 58, question 7. First of all, we have to give the head. For that, I have to read the name of the company. C in question 7. Pajdar Sugar Limited of Nagpur. So this is the name of a company. So first of all, I will give the head, journal entry in the books of Pajdar Sugar Limited, right? C. Now we'll discuss the sum. Issued 12 lakh equity share. So maximum we can give the share 12 lakh to the public of rupees 10. So 12 lakh into 10. Total the company has issued 1 crore 20 lakh. Right? Company received applications for 13 lakh 50,000. See, we have received the application for 13 lakh 50,000 and issued shares are 12 lakh. So the difference is 1 lakh 50,000 shares that we have to return to the public, right? So this returning entry will come in the second entry, right? So next, shares were allotted at a meeting of board of directors. Excess share applications were rejected and amount received thereon was refunded. આ જ વસ્તુ છે જે આપણે સેકન્ડ એન્ટ્રીમાં કરવાના છે. Then amount called up against share was as under. On application on allotment on first call on final call. So there are total 4 installments. That means each installment has 2 journal entries. That means total we have to give 8 journal entries. Aishwarya, who was allotted 960 shares, could not pay first and final call money. Aishwarya કે જેને આપણી કંપનીના એની પાસે 960 શેર છે એને ફર્સ્ટ કોલ અને ફાઇનલ કોલના રૂપીસ પે કર્યા નથી. So please do tick mark on first call and final call. Beside the first call and final call, do tick mark like this. Right? This was first call and this was final call, right? Then next. Well, Vinay, who was allotted 1200 shares, could not pay final call. Vinay, જેની પાસે 1200 shares છે એને ખાલી final call ના નથી. But that means applications ના બધાએ પૈસા આપી દીધા છે, allotment ના બધાએ પૈસા આપી દીધા છે. Final call ના first call ના ખાલી ઐશ્વર્યાએ નથી આપ્યા અને final call ના ઐશ્વર્યા અને વિનય બંનેએ નથી આપ્યા. એટલે final call માં 2 persons નું call in arrears આવશે, right? Call in arrears કઈ entry માં આવે? Receiving entry, right? Then Aishwarya and Vinay had paid their arrears amount to the company other was. એટલે કે બધું complete થઈ ગયું પછી બે જણાએ પે કર્યા એટલે 9th entry. Bank account debit to call in arrears જે તમે તમારા illustration માં કર્યું હતું, right? Pass necessary journal entries to record the transaction in the books of company without giving effect of interest. See, without giving effect of interest. એ અમસ્તા confuse કરવા આપ્યું છે. એક પણ સમમાં interestની effect આપવાની થશે નહીં, right? So first of all, draw the format for 2 pages of journal entry, right? In your file. Here in this question, they have not given the date. So instead of writing date, we'll give the sequence 1, 2, 3, 4. Date, particulars, LF, debit rupees and credit rupees, right? First entry. See, first entry will be for receiving application money. First 2 entry will be connected with application money, right? In first entry we are receiving the money. So we have to write bank account debit. Hope all of you have revised the format to equity share application account. Total we have received application for 13,50,000 equity shares, and on application we have demanded 2.5 rupees. Right? So total we are getting 33,75,000. Into bracket we have to write bin amount received of application money. See here, they have given 2.5, that's why we have multiplied with 2.5, right? Bracket over, underline, then second entry. Second entry is related with transferring, right? In second entry, check in your format. We have written equity share application account debit to equity share capital account to bank account if necessary, right? Means here we have to use bank account because extra applications are given. So we have to return those money. Equity share application account debit to equity share capital account to bank account. In equity share application, we have to write the same amount which we have written in the first transaction. In first, we have credited 33,75,000. So here we have to debit the same amount, 33,75,000. Out of this, we can transfer the issued shares in a capital, right? So issued shares are 12 lakh into 2.5 rupees, right? And here we are returning 1,50,000 equity shares worth rupees 2.5 to the public, right? So the amount which will transfer to share capital is 30 lakh. 12 lakh into 2.5 is 30 lakh. And here comes 3,75,000, right? Into bracket we have to write bill application money is transferred to capital account and extra applications are returned. Right? Here the first two journal entries are completed. See, by doing this much sum, you know that the format will remain the same, only the amount will change, right? Write down this two. Next, third and fourth. The third entry and fourth entry is related with allotment. Write the second installment. From allotment, the entry sequence will be changed. Means in application, first we are writing the receiving, then we are transferring, right? But in here, first entry you have to write for demand and second entry you have to write for receiving. So, the third one. equity share allotment account debit to equity share capital account 12 lakh into 2.5, right? In this we have demanded the same amount 2.5. That means total we have to demand 30 lakh rupees from public. Into bracket we have to write being demand of allotment money on equity shares. Bracket over, underline, leave one line, then fourth. In fourth we have not made any tick mark. That means everyone is paying the money. That means we have received all 30 lakh rupees, right? So here I have to write bank account debit to equity share allotment account 30 lakh debit, 30 lakh credit. Into bracket being receiving allotment money on 12 lakh equity share, right? With this we have completed first 4 entries. Write down this. Completed. Next. Fifth and sixth. Fifth and sixth will be related with first call, right? And in first call, Aishwarya has not paid the amount. So in receiving entry, we have to write call in arrears. First entry will be for demand, equity share first call, account, debit, to equity share capital account, total 12 lakh equity share into 2 rupees. So total we are demanding 24 lakh rupees. Into bracket we have to write being demand of first call money on equity shares. Bracket over, underline, leave one line, then sixth. Sixth is receiving. But in receiving, we have not received amount from Aishwarya, right? So, first of all, we have to write bank account debit. Then the next will come call in arrears account debit to equity share first call account. Total we are demanding 24 lakh rupees, right? Out of 24 lakh, Aishwarya, who has 960 share, has not paid 2 rupees, right? So here the amount will come 1920. So out of 24 lakh rupees, we have not received 1920 rupees. That means we have received 23,98,080 rupees, right? Into bracket we have to write being amount received on first call money except the shares of Aishwarya. Bracket over, underline. Here we have completed 6 sentences. Right? Write down this. Complete. Now, the transaction will be for 7th and 8th. 7th will be for demand and 8th will be for receiving, right? So, we have already discussed when we were discussing the format that the entry will remain same, only the word will be changed. So, the 7th entry will be equity share final call account debit 12 lakh into in final call company has demanded 3 rupees. So total we have to demand 36 lakh, right? For being demand of final call money, instead of first we have to write final. So in second, that means 8th entry. Bank account debit, call in arrears account debit 2, equity share final call. Right here, see in your final call we have made 2 tick mark. That means 2% have not paid the amount. First one is Aishwarya and second one is Vinay, right? Aishwarya is having 960 share and Vinay is having 1200 share, right? So total we have not received amount from 2160 shares into we have demanded 3 rupees. 2160 is share. So 2160 into 3. 6480 amount we have not received. How much amount we have total demanded? 36 lakh. So out of 36 lakh we have not received amount worth rupees 6480. So total we have received 35 lakh 93,520. And in the bin we have to write bin amount received on final call money except the shares of Aishwarya and Vinay. Right? See, here we have completed 18. But I told you before that here we have to give 9th entry. And that is for calling arrears, right? In the last they have given that Aishwarya and Vinay will pay their amount. That means after demanding all the calls, in the last they are giving their money to the company, right? So first of all write down this, then we'll discuss the last entry. Complete? 29th entry is for receipt. So here will come bank account debit to call in arrears account. In sixth transaction, the amount of call in arrears was 1,1920, and in last 6,480. Right? In the last, the amount was call in arrears was 6,480, and the total is 8,400. 8,400. So we have received those money. In the bracket we have to write bill received arrears amount from Aishwarya and Vinay. Bracket over, underline, leave one line, then again underline, and then full underline. Here we have to write total. After total we have to make 2 underline, and before total we have to write do 1 underline. Make total by your own, right? Here this sum has been completed. So after this we are going to discuss the new point, but before that write down this. Completed? Okay. Now we are going to discuss the new point, that is calling advance. Now we are going to discuss the new point, that is calling advance. ઘણા HP હોય, HP એટલે હરપ પદુડા. આપણે 5 રૂપિયા મંગાવ્યા ને તે 10 રૂપિયા આપે, બરાબર? તો આને કહેવાય call in advance. See, આપણે પહેલા કન્સેપ્ટ સમજશું સમથી. કોલ ઇન એરિયર્સની જેમ પહેલા સમથી કન્સેપ્ટ સમજશું અને પછી કાઉન્ટ કરશું, બરાબર? પેજ 17, illustration number 5. Kena Chemical Company of Vadodara. So first of all we'll give the head journal entries in the books of Kena Company Limited. Right? Okay. Now we'll discuss. Issued for public subscription 3 lakh shares of rupees 100 each. So company has issued 3 lakh shares. One shares price is 100. The company decided to collect 40 per share with application. So 40 rupees as application. Then 35 on allotment, 35 for allotment, and in the last company has demanded 25 as first and final. The total kitla call છે? 3 call. So 3 installment has 6 entry, right? એટલે 6 entry આમાં આપણે કરવાની છે, ઈ final છે. Now company received applications for total 3,20,000. See, we have issued 3 lakh shares, but we have received applications for 3,20,000. That means we have to return 20,000 equity shares, right? So out of the applications, the company rejected the applications for 20,000 equity shares and refunded application money thereof. Pranav, a shareholder of a company who was allotted 3,000 equity share. Pranav કે જેની પાસે કંપનીના 3,000 શેર હતા, had paid amount due on first and final call in advance with allotment. એટલે એને શું કર્યું? allotmentમાં પહેલા ટિક કરવાની. આપણે 35 રૂપિયા મંગાવ્યા ને ત્યારે એને ટોટલ 25 રૂપિયા પે કરી. બરાબર, એટલે એને allotment વખતે last call ના pay કરી દીધા. That means that is our call in advance. As call in arrears we are debiting, call in advance we have to credit it, right? And as we are writing call in arrears in receiving entry, same we have to write call in advance in receiving entry, right? Except this, allotment money and call money were called up at appropriate time and were all paid on due date. Show journal entry in respect of above transaction in the books of company. Allotment માં ટિક કરવાની, એમાં જ તે અલગથી એન્ટ્રી આવશે. બરાબર. સેકન્ડ થિંગ, કોલ ઇન એડવાન્સ ને કોલ ઇન અરિયર્સ બે એક સાથે એક પણ સમમાં આવશે નહીં. ક્લિયર? કોલ ઇન એડવાન્સનો સમ હશે એટલે 3 ઇન્સ્ટોલમેન્ટ જ હશે. કોલ ઇન એડવાન્સનો સમ હશે એટલે ટોટલ 6 એન્ટ્રી જ આવશે. બરાબર, આ વસ્તુ શ્યોર છે. Clear? Now draw a format of 1 page, 1 or 1.5 page, not more than that. Date, particulars, LF, debit rupees, credit rupees. Draw this format. First entry will be for receiving application money, right? That will be the same. Bank account debit to equity share capital account, right? Total we have received application for 3,20,000 equity shares and the amount of application is 40 rupees. So total we are receiving 1,28,8 lakh. Into bracket we have to write bill amount received on application money. Bracket over, underline, leave one line, second entry. Second entry will be for transferring, right? So equity share. So instead of writing capital, here will come application. Equity share application account debit to equity share capital account to bank account. See, we have to write in application the credit amount of first entry 1,28 lakh. Out of 1,28 lakh we have to transfer the issued shares in a capital. So 3 lakh into 40 rupees. So here we have to transfer 1,20 lakh. And we have to return the excess application. Excess application is worth rupee 20,000 equity shares into 40 rupees. That means total we have to return 8 lakh rupees. Right? Into bracket, bill application money is transferred to capital account and excess applications are returned. Bracket over, underline, leave one line, then third entry. Third and fourth will be for allotment. But before discussing that, write down this. In third, we are demanding. When we are demanding, we don't know that anyone will pay in advance, right? So in demanding, we'll give the entry for the amount which we have demanded in allotment. So the third entry, equity share allotment account debit to equity share capital account. The number of share will be 3 lakh because we have written the additional application. 3 lakh into we have demanded 35 rupees, right? So we have to receive 1 crore 5 lakh rupees. Right? Into bracket we'll write big demand of allotment money. Bracket over, underline, leave one line, then fourth entry. Fourth entry will be for receiving, right? So the fourth here, no calling arrears, right? So simple entry that will be bank account debit to equity share allotment account. But in allotment we have made tick mark, right? That tick mark shows that we have received advance amount of first and final call. So here we have to credit call in advance account. Allotment માં આપણે total કેટલા rupees demand કર્યા છે 1 crore 5 lakh. So in allotment we have to credit 1 crore 5 lakh. આ સિવાય 1 crore 5 lakh સિવાય આપણે કઈ amount receive કરીએ છીએ? પ્રણવની કે પ્રણવ પાસે total કેટલા shares હતા? 3000. 3000 ઉપર ઈ આપણને final call ના જે 25 3000 equity shares into 25 rupees. So total we are getting 75,000 rupees in advance, right? So in bank we have to credit 1 crore 5 lakh 75,000. Got it? When call in arrears will come, we have to debit, and call in advance we have to credit. Hope you have cleared that Pranav has paid advance money of first and final call in allotment. allotment વખતે આપણને next call ના પૈસા મળી ગયા છે. પૈસા મળી ગયા છે એટલે એને આપણે જમા કરવા પડે. કેટલા જમા કર્યા? 75,000. બરાબર? એટલે આ કોલમાં આપણને એક્ચ્યુઅલમાં મળવાના હતા 1 crore 5 lakh, but we have received 75,000 extra. So in our bank total amount will be 1 crore 5 lakh 75,000, right? Now so write down this two, then we'll discuss next two. Completed? ઘણીવાર આપણે ખૂબ જ મેસેજ આવતો હોય છે ઇલેક્ટ્રિસિટી કંપનીમાંથી ને એમાંથી, ઇફ પેડ ઇગ્નોર, રાઈટ? એટલે એ મેસેજ બધાને ફોરવર્ડ કરતા હોય, બટ નીચે લખ્યું હોય કે જો તમે પે કરી દીધું હોય તો આ મેસેજને ઇગ્નોર કરવાનું, રાઈટ? સેમ અત્યારે ડિમાન્ડ તો આપણને ખબર છે પ્રણવે પે કરી દીધા છે, તો એ ડિમાન્ડ બધા પાસે કરશું, બરાબર? ફિફ્થ, ઇક્વિટી શેર ફર્સ્ટ એન્ડ ફાઇનલ કોલ. આશે લાસ્ટ ઇન્સ્ટોલમેન્ટનું નામ શું છે? ફર્સ્ટ એન્ડ ફાઇનલ કોલ. Account debit to equity share capital account. The amount is total 3 lakh share into 25 rupees. So 75 lakh debit and 75 lakh credit. Into bracket we have to write being demand of first and final call money. આપણે બધાને મેસેજ કરી દીધો, બટ આપણે કેલ્ક્યુલેશન કરવા બેસીએ ત્યારે આપણે યાદ રાખીએ કે પ્રણવે પે કરી દીધા હતા, રાઈટ? સો ઇન 6th entry બેંક અકાઉન્ટ ડેબિટ, બેંક અકાઉન્ટ તો ડેબિટ થશે જ ને, બરાબર? બટ અહીંયા કોલ ઇન એડવાન્સ અકાઉન્ટ ડેબિટ થશે. શું કામ? આ કોલના પૈસા પ્રણવે અલોટમેન્ટ વખતે આપી દીધા હતા, એટલે આ વખતે આપણને ફરીવાર પે કરશે નહીં. સી ઇન અલોટમેન્ટ he has paid advance amount, બરાબર? That's why he will not pay that advance amount here, because આની જ એડવાન્સ અમાઉન્ટ એને ત્યારે પે કરી, તો ત્યારે આપણે ક્રેડિટ કર્યું હતું, તો અત્યારે શું કરવું પડે? ડેબિટ, બીકોઝ બેંકમાં હવે આના પૈસા આવશે નહીં. જ્યારે કોલિંગ એડવાન્સ રિસીવ કરીએ ત્યારે ક્રેડિટ કરવાનું, અને જે કોલના રૂપીઝ આપણને રિસીવ થયા હોય એમાં ડેબિટ કરવાનું. ટુ equity share final call, first and final call account. So we have received calling advance 75,000, so this time we'll receive only 74,25,000 because we have already received 75,000 rupees, right? And one thing, in 4th entry I have not written Bing, I forget to write Bing, so please write the Bing from your textbook, right? In 4th entry, in this sum 4th entry I forget to write the Bing, so please you write the Bing from your textbook, okay? Second thing, your today's homework is you have to write the format of share capital, right? See, you have to write the format of this sum, that means those 11 entries for 3 times in your rough copy. Okay, we'll meet in our next video lecture with next sum, right? And we'll also discuss the theory related to call in advance. Till then, stay home, stay safe, take care.